just in case this works, but it doesn't look like it's gonna work right now. So let's see. Am I live? I am not. Are we there? Can you guys see me? Can you see and hear me? Are we live? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I hope this is working. I don't know if you guys can hear or see me. Anybody? You can? I can't see myself. What the heck? I'm on like my personal device. Oh, there it is. Woohoo! This is working. All right. Jailbroken devices for the win, everybody. Good morning. Oh my gosh, it's so hot in the grow tent today. Holy F. Holy F. Happy Sunday, everybody. How's everybody doing? Okay, the chat disappears so fast I can't see, but good morning, Habitual. Good morning, Cavs. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Germinator. What up, Corey? What up, Bernie and Igor? And what's up, Mohammed? Good to see you guys. Happy Sunday. Hope, woo! Like Sunday for real. I'm like the sun. Every time I get closer, it just... yeah, happy coffee. Honestly, I can't even have coffee right now because it's so freaking hot in here. I have the exhaust going a little bit just to kind of help clear out some of this heat. I've been trying to close the gap between the humidity and the temperature, and I haven't quite succeeded, but oh, I took a screenshot this morning, but now I don't even need to. I could just show you guys. It's higher than it should be, but this is where I was at right before I turned the exhaust on. I don't know if you guys can see that the right way. 80 degrees Fahrenheit is the temperature in the tent, which is a little hotter than I'd like. 68% humidity, and 1.13 VPD. Yes, on the dot today. I came down to the grow tent early to make sure my stream's gonna work today. Hopefully, fingers crossed, by tomorrow I hear back from Google. For those of you that are watching that didn't know, my stream is really crappy quality right now. Typically I have a much better quality stream because I stream on a better device, but I'm having some serious technical difficulties, and yeah, but it's all good. I've got my jailbroken device, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully the stream stays stable. Fingers crossed. It's very warm in here. I'm like, whew. What's up, Jay? Good morning. Happy Sunday. What am I up to today in the grow tent? Well, good morning, Steve. Actually, this morning, I did not sleep well last night because I was so stressed out. So yesterday afternoon, after the live, I was like, let me work on some content before I feed the tower. And I did my whole piano reel video thing. And before I move on to what I did this morning, could we just talk about that video for a second? Okay, when it comes to videos and creativity, I pay attention to detail. Not with all things in life, but when it comes to creativity, I pay attention to detail. And I'm like, although I don't know how to play the song, so yesterday I posted a video where it's like, them. Do you play music for your plants? And then me, and I'm like playing away on my piano. What's up, Pro Pyro? Good morning, and thanks so much, Germinator. And it was supposed to be like a satire, because you guys always ask me if I play piano for my plants. It was supposed to be like kind of like a dramatic, you know, I don't know if any of you have ever been to like a symphony or an orchestra or a performance, but it's very much like that, where like they walk in, the crowd claps, and then they sit down and prepare themselves. And what's up, MK? Happy Sunday. And so I had this vision, and I was like, this is gonna be freaking hilarious. And let me take it one step further. Let me learn the notes of the song so that even if I can't play it at the right tempo, my fingers are right on the keyboard where they should be. So if someone is into music or piano or whatever, it looks like I'm actually playing the song. Like I actually was playing those notes on the close-up of my fingers. Like I was playing the song, but like I don't actually know how to play that song. It's supposed to be a joke. And everyone's commenting. Do you know how many messages I got from people in my personal life that are like, wow, this is incredible, you're incredible. And I'm like, man, it's a joke, it's not real. Nobody got the joke, nobody laughed. What's up, Mia? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. I feel bamboozled. Calves, really, calves. I was like, calves is gonna get me, Bernie's gonna get me. These people are music people, but they're gonna know that it's like a joke. And nobody freaking got it. People, like, I had friends message me and they're like, you can totally tell you're not playing, right? My friend messaged me and she was like, she's like, oh my God, I just saw your music video. Like, you're incredible. It's beautiful. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's a freaking joke. Can't you people take a joke? And then part of me is like, maybe you should ride with it. So it did not get, I thought I did a good job at conveying. Like, I even dressed up like it was a legit performance. And I thought I did a good job at conveying. Like, the AI reel, I got the feedback that I was looking for. People thought it was funny, ha ha ha. But with this piano thing, like, nobody thought it was funny. People thought people were like, oh, amazing. I bring my guitar in there and whatever. I'm like, no, man, it's a joke. Like, I don't really keep my keyboard in here. For those of you that are into music, what's up? Good to see you from Korea. Oh my gosh, there's something, I know how to say hello, how are you? And then it just escapes me when you get here. What's a Korean word I know how to say? I don't know, but I had a lot of Korean friends growing up, and every time I'd call their house, their mother would be like, 여보세요. 안녕하세요. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. You can play the keys, but not in the right order, right? So thank you so much. I appreciate that, Wyatt. So yeah, I could play chopsticks. But yeah, so that was a fun video yesterday. I had fun recording it, and I was laughing, and I thought it was gonna be freaking hilarious. Thank you so much, Braden's Grow. Appreciate you. I haven't even had a sip of coffee yet, you guys, and I'm already so energetic. Jason, I'm growing my own food. We're gonna do a tent tour in about 5 minutes. So yeah, anyways, that was my little rant for this morning. It made me laugh that nobody saw it as a joke. So yeah, but I have my keyboard just outside the grow tent. So if anyone has any requests, I will play for you guys. Totally kidding. But it brought me back to growing with hydro. Yes, aeroponics. Now everyone wants you to play at the party, right? Ford Focus. Right. That's why I was always so bad at piano, you guys, because I couldn't freaking focus. And do you grow your own smoke too? No, soon. Soon. So this week the merch will hopefully drop if I get my ish together. I'm gonna go pick up some calendars from that hydro shop too. So for those of you that missed it, I'm getting featured in a calendar, you guys. Well, it's not even featured. I'm in the month of December on a calendar that a hydro shop does every season, and so I'm excited to share that with you guys. Whatever I do for the giveaway, I'll include a copy of the calendar in there because I'm just that vain. I'm just kidding. So yeah, I'm gonna go pick those up this week, and we got some new seedlings that are probably gonna be ready for transplanting at the end of the week. So maybe this coming weekend will be like a tower weekend. We're gonna set up the orange tower. We're gonna get some new lettuce and herbs in there. Today, probably just gonna pop some seeds and take it easy. So because I spent all afternoon trying to figure out and learn how to pretend play that song, I actually got caught up at like learning how to play it. So now later I'm gonna go maybe practice because, you know, it's a good song. What's up, Jason? Good to see you. Happy Sunday, everybody. So yesterday I said I was going to fill the rest of the nutrients in the grow tower, and I didn't. So I did that this morning. So I gave everything the 3-2-1 ratio, the most grow, a little bit less micro, a little bit less bloom, pretty much the same thing that I did last time. I did only half the recommended amount, and I only did half the recommended amount of the CalMag. As for the tomatoes, whoever in the chat said that what was going on with my tomato could have been a VPD issue, I think it was Stangman. Thank you, because I think that you were correct. So now that I've gotten to increase my overall temperature and increase my humidity, but also kind of close the gap between the temperature and the humidity, I'm still not where I should be, but my VPD, like I just said this morning, was 1.13. It's too hot in here, so ideally the temperature should be lower, and then the humidity should be a little bit lower. Maybe that like 75 temp and 65 humidity, you know, instead of 80 temp and 68 humidity. So we're gonna try, and we're gonna see if we can achieve that. But today the ox heart is looking better now that I'm trying to maintain a certain VPD, because up until now I've been at like 1.5, 1.4, which is for later growth stages, right? It's too early right now for that. So things have been kind of struggling, and so I'm starting, you know, over time I will start to learn what is responsible for what. So right now, like when I'm transplanting all these seedlings and stuff, and when I'm grabbing them from the sprouting tray, even if they're not labeled, I've caught myself, this particular grow, I've learned, like I've unlocked being able to, what's up Andy, happy Sunday, good to see you. Whoop, almost exited my stream, whoops, the stupid old iPhone. So now I can tell that I've definitely learned when I am transplanting seedlings from the germination station to the seedling tray, even if they're not labeled, I can tell the difference now. What's a tomato, what's parsley, what's basil, what's kale, what's romaine, what's eggplant, what's pepper. I'm doing a really good job now at being able to identify certain seedlings. So soon I'm going to be able to look at something and identify either the deficiency or the issue. So I'm looking forward to that point in time where I can look at something and be like, okay, this is what's wrong. And I have to thank you guys, because you guys are the ones that help me reach that point. You guys really help me understand what certain things are responsible for. Have I got the tiger tomato? No. Oh, I've got green zebra tomato. It's the only kind of animal we got. What up, Jimtown Steve? Happy Sunday. And thank you so much, Almost Professional. Appreciate you. Sir Smoke a lot. I laugh every time I see you here because that's what I call my neighbor. Do I grow cannabis? No, I don't. Soon. Just got to get my setup figured out. You growing some of that wacky tobacco? In terms of other stuff, I've got a few other things coming down the pipeline that I want to share with you guys that I'm really excited about, but I don't want to share it until I'm like sure that it's happening. So, but it's exciting. It's really, really exciting. Especially for me, it's something that, it's something new, it's something fun, and it's something that's going to be a good experience for me. And I can't wait to share it with you guys. So soon, maybe next week I'll be able to share. I have to work today, no shots. Hope you have an easy day, Bernie. My YouTube is grower. Oh my gosh. That's a funny channel. I don't know if you're trolling me, if you're being serious. If you're being serious, funny channel. If you're just trolling, we get so many weirdos come by here, you guys. I can never tell. Habitual, I'm not trying to keep secrets. Like when I got, when they told me to create artwork to be in this calendar and that I could pick like any month I want to be, I was so excited about it and I wanted to share, but I have learned too many times, don't share things until they're real or they're happening. Do you know how many times I've told people that something's happening and then it doesn't freaking happen? Like, I was supposed to have a really big collaboration with a brand that is really great. And I told a couple of people and then it didn't work out. And I was not embarrassed, but it was like, I feel like it takes away from being humble, right? It sounds like I'm bragging about things that aren't even true, and I don't want to be that person. So I know you are habitual. I appreciate you. You're the best. Just thought it was a funny name when I created it. It really is. Okay, cool. You're not a weirdo. Okay. You can stay. You can stay. I grew Ponderosa pinks. Me too. Okay. I have my Ponderosa pink right in the bucket. I'm going to show it to you guys in a sec. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I haven't heard, other than Les the Tomato Whisperer, I haven't heard anybody else talk about the Ponderosa pink. Black Hole, good to see you. Carrot, I'm just going to call you Carrot because reading your whole handle is probably going to just, you know, I'm immature. But good to see you, Black Hole, and thanks so much, Bernie. Appreciate you. What's up, Taz? And thanks, Jay. Yeah, you know what? I got I'm a blabbermouth, and I get very excited and very passionate, and I just want to like scream it to the rooftops because I truly feel like, I mean, it's not a secret. I'm not employed. I'm not working right now. I left my job and I was in a place where I could leave my job for a little bit. And now I'm trying to build something. And so every time one of these opportunities comes up, I get really excited because I feel like I'm almost like paving a way for myself, like creating a path for myself that would have never existed if I didn't give the time and attention to this garden. So I'm just really excited and proud, but I still want to like stay humble too, you know. USA, it's called Bato buckets, B-A-T-O. I got it directly from the manufacturer, B-A-T-O buckets. That's why my mama always said, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Or isn't it, don't count your eggs before they hatch? But whatever, nonetheless, you are right, Sir Smoke a Lot. I feel like I'm talking about my neighbor, it's funny. So glad Igor's okay. You seem to be in better spirits today. Yes, sending positive vibes to Igor. I hope he's doing well. I'm a gentleman, just left church, enjoying the day. That's great to hear. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Taz, I love your decorations in your garden. You're so awesome. You're gonna grow enough to veg to feed all your people. For sure. Good thing there aren't too many people, because then I'll have an abundance. You know what I mean? Oh, that's so nice of you to say, Sir Smoke a Lot. Thank you so much. How's it growing? What's up, the Swiss Vapor? Good to see you. Does anyone know the name of the manufacturer who makes our hydroponic bucket system? Bato buckets. B-A-T-O. It's safe to say you're trying to grow roots. Ha ha. That's a good one. I'm gonna keep that. You are paving a way and should be super proud of all the work you put in. Thank you so much, Germinator. I feel like I'm gonna say that with a Spanish accent and butcher it, but a princesa dos legumes. Never count your chickens before they hatch. What's up, 420? Good to see you. Good to see you, the psycho. I'm not calling you a psycho, that's your handle. Oh no, you're being weird. Bye-bye. Sometimes people say hi and I think they're being nice, and then it's followed by a weird comment. You kind of remind me of that girl from SNL. I don't know who you're talking about, but I am funny as hell and I am animated, so thank you. Wish you the best of luck in all your ventures. And you too, almost a professional. Soon you will be a professional. You're almost there. What's up, Tristan? Hope you've been well. Good to see you. Igor's doing a lot better, and I'm in a lot better spirits. That's what we like to hear, Bernie. That's what we like to hear. You enjoy growing food. You definitely will love to grow what you smoke. That high will put a smile on your face, your mind in the clouds. Nice, Braden. Can't wait. Thank you so much, 420 Dreams. These are my 420 dreams, except my gardening dreams. What's up, Seed Whisper? Oh my gosh, now it's like the worlds are colliding. Tomato Whisperer and Seed Daddy. Like, Les, You are the only one that's up that early. I see a message at like 6. Hey, how's Igor? I'm like, what? That's so early. But you know what? I'm up early too, so I get it. Okay, I saw your message, Bernie. I've got to, I'm going to get you some slaps. You'll get those by next week. We're going to get you some stuff in the mail. Don't you worry. And I love the purple net pot. Actually, I should use the purple net pot too. I have the same one. We could have matching grows. What kind of LEDs are those? These are Spider Farmers, and the ones on the tower are just regular, like there's no name. They're just standard 2-foot LED light bars. Do I drink? No, I mean, I'm not like sober, but I don't drink. Like I have alcohol in the house, I just don't drink it. I used to drink wine or beer. I love a good cold beer. Like every night I used to drink all the time, and then I don't know, as I got older, I can't handle alcohol anymore. The only thing I can handle, which is like so weird because it's like the most extreme, the only thing I can handle is tequila. I love a good margarita, spicy margarita, and I just like, oh, thank you so much, the Swiss Vapor, appreciate you. And thank you so much, Sir Smoke a Lot. I hope you have the best day. In 3 weeks, it'll be 12 years since I've had a drink. Congratulations, Germinator. I haven't had a drink in maybe a couple of years. No, not a couple of years. Maybe a year. When's the last time I had a drink recently? Recently, I got tempted by the tequila. What's with you girls and tequila? Honestly, I used to hate tequila when I was like 17. I went to a cottage, drank too much tequila, and I woke up on a boat. Like it was docked, but I woke up on a boat like alone. I'm like, no more tequila for you. And then like, I don't know, 15 years later, I tried it again, and I was like, oh, this is actually good. It doesn't make me feel sick. But I haven't drink since last night. Chances are I'll relapse tonight. Yeah, like I used to love having a drink, not to get like messed up, just to catch a little buzz or just, you know, take the edge off. But now I literally can't handle it. I have one drink and it's like I have the world's worst hangover, and it just ain't worth it. So now I just don't drink anymore. If I'm at a party or whatever, I don't drink. It doesn't interest me. I'd rather consume cannabis like any day over alcohol. I went to a Christmas party last night and had some drinks. Oh my god, am I old? I feel like crap. Oh my gosh, Galaxy, just drink so much water. And yes, that is such a huge accomplishment, Germinator. You should be so freaking proud of yourself. We're all proud of you. Cheers. And cheers, like coffee cheers. I always support people improving their lives by taking control of their vices. DC's Bees, good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. What? I mean, grinding retire. Good morning. Hope you're having a good day. Mia, do you want some tequila? I feel like Mia loves tequila. Am I right? Tequila makes your clothes fall off. Oh my gosh. I mean, not mine. Fella, what is wrong with people? I am sober since 3 years almost. Recovering war veteran. PTSD, alcohol was my only way out. I thought so. Now I'm good. Still suffer, but without alcohol. Weed is my medicine since 25 years. Congratulations, the Swiss Vapor. Good for you, man. Good for you. You guys are all awesome. I am proud of all of you. No matter what you've accomplished, what you're working on, what you're doing. I really feel that, you know, the feeling is mutual. You guys say I should be proud of myself. Well, you guys should be proud of yourselves too. No matter what you're trying to accomplish in life. So cheers to that. Let's go on the tent tour. This cheers might last a little longer because I just gotta, you know, caffeinate myself. Okay, tent tour. Is everyone ready? Everyone, this is the grow tent. If you're new here, if you've been here for a while, I repeat myself. Oh my gosh, MK, I just got instant goosebumps. Oh my gosh, rest in peace. My condolences, my sincerest, deepest condolences, MK. Ugh. See, I'm such an empath that just instantly makes me want to get emotional. I can feel the, man, I'm so sorry. That's so tough. Gotta go. The pack needs my attention. Thank you so much to Swiss Vapor. The garden is the zen. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm so sorry, MK. Lost my dad 4 weeks ago. Oh, I'm so sorry to Swiss Vapor. Prayers to all of you that are going through a difficult time right now. You know, if you're having a difficult time, come hang here. This place is where we have fun, and we just support each other and make each other feel heard, supported, and cared about and seen. And like, that's just, you know, I'm so sorry, MK. Condolences to you and your family. May your nephew rest in peace. Good morning, Michigan Outdoorsman. Good to see you. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you so much for popping by. What's up, Shane? Good to see you. 8 hours for services. He was a Navy veteran. Oh, MK, I'm so sorry. I'm autistic. I swear my life isn't easy, but I love challenge. Hey man, a challenge is always great, the Swiss Vapor. That's a great attitude to have. Welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. And what's up, Sean? Welcome. You're right on time. We are doing the tent tour. For those of you that are new here, I'm going to take you around. Yes, MK, we are all here for you if you need support. I'm so sorry. So this is the tent, 20 by 10. It is 200 square feet. I've got 3 grow towers, orange, green, and yellow. Only one of it is currently operational right now, but within the next 2 weeks, we'll have some other stuff growing. So we'll start off with the buckets. So starting, let me turn my lights down so I don't burn the F out of my eyes. GTO, I'm growing food. You know, I was like, oh, what did Clam Slam say? And then I'm like, you know what? The username says it all. I don't want to know what they said. Anyways, she is going through a reset. Yeah, actually, I just finished the reset. So we are full on into the grow. What's up, Rose? Good to see you. Good morning. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Happy Sunday, everybody. Right, GTO? Food is needed too. All right, so first things first is the Armenian cucumber. So in these buckets, it's just going to be strictly tomatoes, 1 eggplant plant, and 1 cucumber plant. That's it. Everything else, all these buckets, is going to be peppers and a few flowers, and that's all that's going to be for the buckets. I'm not going to overwhelm things like I did last time with too much of everything. We're going to have 1 of each variety and just optimize. So 1 cucumber plant. And I've got no flowers, no tendrils yet, but soon. And the roots are looking good. Do you have your own compost bin? That's the best thing to have as a homeowner. No, I don't. I should start a compost. You're gonna grow corn. No, I'm not gonna grow corn. I should try it, but they need to be like really close together in order for pollination and stuff. And I think they have different requirements than everything else that I'm growing. And to be honest, I don't love corn unless it's like super charred and on tacos or something. So thank you so much, William. Appreciate you. And I'm so sorry if I missed anything in the chat. Yeah, anyways, tent tour. All right, this is the little finger eggplant. It's a Chinese variety, super small eggplant. They go 3 to 6 inches, and they are awesome. I like them better than the Black Beauty eggplant. They're sweet. They're awesome fried or roasted. I made a great well, it wasn't a great, I lied. I made a mediocre eggplant parmesan with it, and it was great. So that's the eggplant. Got some little baby roots, and then I'll take you guys on this side here. These are the peppers. So the peppers are in this bucket system just for now because they I'm not gonna fire up this entire system while I only have 4 plants right now. Everything else is germinating in there. I'll show you guys after. Okay, what is wrong with people? We've got so many weirdos. So the pepper plants, this is a mystery pepper. I labeled them all, but the tray fell and I couldn't regain control of what was what. So these two are mystery peppers here. Then I've got the Criolla Sella pepper, which I think is like kind of spicy, kind of not. Ooh, look at those roots. And then I've got, this is the Marconi Rosso, and I thought something was wrong at first, but it has variegated leaves. Or not Marconi Rosso, sorry. Mocha Swirl. This one's dedicated to Bernie. Mocha Swirl. And I've got, so this one started off all weird. I don't know what the heck happened. The cotyledons, or however the heck you pronounce it, were like suffocating the other true leaves in the foam collar. So I fixed it, but now it's growing like sideways when it should be more upright. Anyways, that's okay. This is the pink icicle tomato. I'm gonna move you guys to the other side now. Actually, let me show you guys this one while I'm on this side. This is the Dark Galaxy. Shout out to all the galaxies in the chat. They're looking really, really good. This one is getting thick and got some nice little roots. Brayden, I'm hoping that one of these two is Chinese 5-color pepper. If not, I germinated another one just in case. Yeah, the pink icicle just wants to be different. Let me just have a sip of coffee and then we'll keep moving on down the line. A moment for the hoodie though, right? How freaking cool is the hoodie? What's your NPK ratio in the liquid? I don't know how to answer that because I'm using a 3-part and but I'm using for the buckets a 1-1-1 ratio of micro, grow, and bloom. But the NPK is different on all of them, obviously. Thank you so much, Blooming Rose. We're gonna work on maybe some embroidered ones and stuff too. Switched to 12/12 on December 12th. Nice. That was a good facial reaction. What, the short circuiting? That happens a lot, you guys. So for those of you that are new here. All right. Zinnia may have died. We're going to have to assess that. I think the root was too short. I transplanted it yesterday and it just totally, yeah, it's dried up. It is dead up. But this one's good. Got a nice little root there. And then we've got a pepper. I don't know if it's going to survive, but I think it should. There's a little root, so we'll see how that one does. Just transplanted that yesterday. And 420 Dreams, kind of. Yeah, it really depends on how resistant the plants are to issues or pH swings. But yes, if one thing goes wrong in the buckets, chances are everything else is affected. Nat, that is the part of what I enjoy. You're real. You don't mind saying, I don't know, I'm not sure. You know what? I feel like that's the best way. It's worse to pretend that you do know when you don't. It's less embarrassing to just say, hey man, yeah, I have this whole crazy setup, but no, I don't know what I'm doing. And no, I don't understand nutrients. But we're going to get there. And me saying I don't know puts out that energy that all these people are going to come here and they're going to help me know. And I want to switch to hydro. Is it worth it? To be honest, I've never really grown before, so I don't know. This is the first time I've ever grown anything. And after I started aeroponics, then I started growing the outdoor flower garden. But I started with this first. Not like I don't even have a house plant. I Have you gone over your lights and how big is that tent? What's up, Waldo Grows? The lights are the Spider Farmers. I think they're called the 7000E or something. They're 730 watt. It's a 20 by 10 grow tent. And Braden's Grow, you can do it yourself. Like, you can do it on a small scale or even try like deep water culture. There's so many different ways to try it. And you can even get yourself just like a cloner to start, just to have fun with it and get familiar. 20 by 10, yes, it's a 200 square foot grow tent. I have at least 5 sprouts from the brassicas that I started just under a week ago. It's been chilly, so taking longer than usual. Broccoli, Brussels, sprouting broccoli, and Romanesco. Ooh, congrats! That's so exciting, Habitual. Kate, don't be weird. I thought my 8x4 was big. 8x4 is big. Yes, 10 by 20. It's a lot of work though, you guys. It's a lot of maintenance, and I have a lot of things to factor in, a lot of things to manage. It's a lot of work. I spend all my time in here. All right, so this is the green zebra cherry tomato. It's the smaller out of the bunch, only because I transferred it the latest. Why am I running a 1-1-1 ratio in the buckets? Oh wait, no, yesterday I changed it. Well, it's still 1-1-1, but I changed it to, so I started off by running for, or adding in for cuttings and seedlings, and then I moved it to general purpose, mild vegetative, and then soon I'll have to change it to transition to bloom. The bottle says, so I followed what the bottle says, and I followed the, I thought 3-2-1 was for the grow tower, the aggressive vegetative growth. I didn't realize that the buckets should be the same. So see, this is all part of the learning, you guys. A lot of the time I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, so I guess the ratio I've been using for my buckets is incorrect. To be honest, the bottle says 3-2-1 for vegetative growth, for aggressive vegetative growth. There's also general purpose mild vegetative growth, and that's what I did. So I have to add, what is wrong with people? That's why you think they're lacking nitrogen, right? Yeah, Bernie, they're not as green as they should be. So, yeah, next time I'll have to give them the 3-2-1. Yeah. All right. Well, see what I mean? I learn something new every day. And even though all these people are shaking their head at me, I'm just kidding. At least I'm learning, right? It's uncomfortable. I feel like, sometimes I feel like a total idiot, but that's the way you learn. And I'm doing it on steroids because I'm doing it in front of an audience. You know what? McLovin, check the notebook. Yeah, the notebook says 1-1-1. I already know what I did. I added in, I think it was 10 mils of each. And I'm already shaking my head. Nice, Cannabis. Well, I'm glad you're here. We got another head shaker. Any other head shakers in the audience? Come on. But yeah, so it's all good, man. If I put myself out there and I'm honest about what I've done, typically you guys will come to my rescue and educate me. But yeah, it's, now stop straying from the bottle. I'm not straying from the bottle. Okay, you guys, let me just show you. I'm not straying from the bottle. I take everything you guys say so freaking seriously. You said look at the bottle, so I look at the bottle. I'm just looking at the wrong part of the bottle. I told you guys, when you're dealing with me, you have to be so specific. So what I should be using is aggressive vegetative growth right here. 3, 2, 1. But instead, I was using, because I went from here, cuttings and seedlings, right? 1, 1, 1. And then I moved to mild vegetative rather than going to aggressive vegetative. So at some point, I'll have to transition them and then just start using the bloom ratio, which is, I don't know, 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3. So use half that. That's way too, yeah, so I've only been using half the recommended amount. So yeah, I follow the bottle, and yesterday I said it out loud a million times. I was like, okay, I'm gonna use the mild feeding, and so nobody said anything. So this is your guys' fault, not mine, okay? I'm just kidding. I'll hold myself accountable. All right, moving on. So this is where the problem areas are starting to happen. I accidentally shut a leaf in this bucket here, so it's got some bruising and whatever. But anyways, these leaves look okay. This plant looks all right. Everything is looking good. It's just, this is my issue. Look at this. I said something yesterday, but you didn't respond. Oh, maybe I didn't see your comment, Hash. The device that I'm using, if I don't read the latest comment within like 1 second, it disappears and I'm having a hard time catching up on the chat. So now I'm kicking myself that I missed it because I could have avoided this. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what this is, and I'm a little bit concerned. I don't know if it's a deficiency. Yes, that I saw, Hash. I saw that you suggested increasing the ppm, which I should check. But yeah, so I'm really just learning. But I will say, ever since I'm trying to... So I turned off my intake fan, like you suggested, Hash, and it's a little bit better. But now I've got something else going on here. This actually kind of looks like it's going to be a calcium deficiency because it's got like these spots here. Yeah, I don't know what that is. You're using too much and just use... So I've only been using half the recommended amount of the CalMag. The pH is great. I just tested it again this morning. We're at 6. So I know that the pH is good. I have not checked the PM or the EC, so we'll do that this morning. What's up, Death? Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a great day. Feed your plant and see what happens. Well, I fed it yesterday, so we'll give it some time and we'll just adjust accordingly. I'm the kind of person where I'm like, oh my God, if I screw them up now, it's over. That's it. Like, I've missed my shot at having a good, healthy garden, but I just need to like chill, you know? And I also can't read the full chat. So Michigan Outdoorsman, some of your chat is actually cut off. That's the weirdest thing I've seen. I've been growing green sticky for 13 years. Veggie since I was a kid. I think you were doing just fine as long as you get the results. Yeah, so I'm trying to achieve the results, but also, you know, I don't want to like get powdery mildew or some kind of disease and mistake it for a deficiency, and then when it's too late, I've got to get rid of everything. That's what I'm trying to avoid, right? So even though I'm doing great considering the circumstance, I need to be doing better because a setup like this is not, it's not fun and games, you guys. We got to take this seriously. So, Ponderosa Pink. Who said? Was it Brayden? Somebody said they grew a Ponderosa Pink. Yeah, Ponderosa Pink. It's getting huge. Nice, thick stalk. Looking beautiful. The roots are looking nice. Yesterday you put more CalMag than you put NPK. Let's check the book. Check the book. Hashtag check the book. All right, let me have some coffee. Maybe I did. Honestly, I don't even remember what I did. What did I do? All right, so yesterday I did 0.5 mils per liter of CalMag, and then I added in wait, what did I do again? Holy I can't even read what I wrote. Yeah, and then I did 10 mils. Hold on a second. How much water did I? Oh, 4 jugs. So I did Oh God, I don't even know what I did. I can't even read my own writing. I added in 16 liters of water and I did 0.5 mils per liter. So I did 8 mils of CalMag, and then I added in, I think it was 10 mils of everything else. Shoot, I didn't even write it down properly. I followed half of this. So, general purpose. So, 2.5 mils per gallon. Yeah, so I added 10 milliliters of Grow, Micro, and Bloom, and then I added in 8 mils of CalMag. So I added in less CalMag, but not much less. I was paying attention. Okay, well, I'm glad one of us was, because I wasn't, clearly. But that's okay. Next time I'll give them a proper feeding, and if things start to go a little bit wrong in the next couple of days, I'll know why. What on earth are you doing? The Jammer, I am growing my own food. I do not think I could garden this way. I suck at taking notes. DC's Bees, me too. I'm not organized. I don't take notes. I don't think things through. I'm just like a kid. Like I'm totally just a kid. I don't, no, it's not the lack of certainty. It's sometimes I can't read my own writing and it takes me time. So I wrote 4 jugs, which is 4 gallons. And then the recommended amount is 5 mils per gallon, but I cut that in half, so 2.5 mils per gallon times 4 is 10 mils. So I added in 10 milliliters of Grow, 10 mils of Micro, 10 mils of Bloom for 4 gallons of water. And then I added in, because I had 16 liters of water, it's 1 mil per liter, but I cut that in half. I added in 8 mils of CalMag. So, sorry if I scared you yesterday, but checking the EC of the reservoir is a starting point. Absolutely. Let's check the EC. Let's do that, even though we're not even done our tent tour yet. So, let me just finish up here quickly. All right, so Ponderosa is here, and then cannabis. There's no such thing as quick math in my head, okay? The math is never mathing when you leave it up to TFP. That's just something we all should learn. 1 + 1 equals leave me the F alone. Don't ask me about numbers. You want arts and crafts, I can answer and talk about it all day long. But numbers, don't bother me. And this one is the Cherokee Purple. I also had the Rebel Starfighter Prime sprouted last night, and there it is. Rebel Starfighter Prime tomato. Yeah, 10 tours take a while because I'm like, squirrel, squirrel. Do you know how to train your plants? Yeah, I have training clips, and I know you can like break the stems and do all that stuff. But right now I'm just trying to figure out the basics first, you guys. So yeah, this is, let me check, Hash. I'm going to check my, you sent an imbalance in your system. You fed without running the system and then started the system. Okay, this is the part that's conflicting. I used to do that. I used to balance the nutrients while the system was circulating and then do all my checks. But then I maybe misunderstood, but I thought that you guys said no, measure it within your reservoir, make sure all your stuff is good. When your pH is good, everything is good, then you can start your system. So that's what I've been doing now, is kind of like how we approach the tower. Mix everything in a bucket, and then when everything is good, then you add it in. So I thought that's what I was supposed to do. I recommend getting the squirrels out of your tent. That makes things easier. They're the ones that are running on the treadmill trying to power this whole thing up, you guys. So I can't get rid of the squirrels, okay? See, Daddy? No, the definition is not problem solving by TFP. Impossible. Your system was running when you mixed the first part, then you stopped the system. No, it just ran for like 1 second of one cycle. It wasn't running the entire time. So it was literally like, it was very, seems like you're about 1 EC. Okay, well, let me check. Where did I just put the, oh. Let me check. It's all about learning, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I feel really uncomfortable right now. I feel very, very uncomfortable. When you guys start to ask questions, I get extremely uncomfortable. I don't like this, but this is how I'm gonna learn. All right, so what do we want to know? The ppm or the EC? Both. KKK. Okay, so what did you say? My Bernie, never be sorry. It's me. I'm being a little bitch. Seems like you're at about 1 EC on a 500 scale. Okay, so let's see here. The EC is at 680 right now. And the ppm is at 340. But I think something's wrong with my pen. How do you guys... I think the pen is wrong because it's saying the temperature of the water is 27 degrees and it's not. Hang on, let me just get my other... I know this isn't calibrated, but maybe at least it'll tell me the temperature. Okay, so I'm also, yeah, the water is not, okay, how do you calibrate a TDS meter? I've never done that before. Yeah, Michigan Outdoorsman, the garden will be fine. It'll be fine. I've done much worse. Either one will be fine. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on because the temperature here is showing much less. Do you have a neutral solution for calibration? So, I know with the pH pen, you use like a 2-point calibration. Here's the thing is I have no accurate way. So, I explained this to you guys already. My pH pen right now, I just calibrated it and I did a 2-point calibration, but the solution I have is 4 and 6.86, not 4 and 7. It should be 4 and 7 for an accurate calibration. And so when I'm checking the pH on the pen versus the drops after my calibration, it's not in line because I don't think I calibrated it properly because the solution is incorrect. What doesn't make sense? So I don't know. So I think both of these need to be calibrated and both of these are inaccurate right now. So, oh my gosh, this is the part where I'm like all freaking out inside and all nervous. This is the part that makes me just want to cry, you guys. When I get overwhelmed and I don't know something, you need stability, you need confirmation, accuracy, a para. Okay, you guys, I love you for suggesting that, you guys, but honestly, I am not somebody that can be held accountable for calibrating my shit. I don't take good care of my stuff. That's why I'm in this situation. That's why I use the drops. So I could get any pen I want. Like, it's not about having the pen. I have the pen right here. It's just take good care of it. If you don't take good care of it, like your accuracy is only as good as your care for the probe, right? If you are throwing it around, you're not storing it properly, you're not calibrating it, your pH pen means nothing. So yeah, this pen came with the calibration solution, but I used it. I used it all. Take a chill pill. If you're uncertain, you need to reset the system. Okay, I'm not gonna have to reset the system. I've done worse than this, you guys, so I'm not gonna panic. I'm not panicking right now. I'm just trying to make sure that I get my message across and what I did across so that you guys can respond. So I'm not gonna need to reset the system. The plants aren't gonna die from having a 1-1-1 ratio of mild vegetation or whatever the heck it's called. The directions say 2 edibles into the coffee. I'm a little late for that. It's like I had 3. I'm just kidding. Find your coffee. That's why she wears sandals with socks. Pretty much cannabis. yeah, I'm not gonna freak out about the nutrients. Like, it's totally fine. If I wanted to, I could just empty this res right now and just add water and start again. It's not a big deal. I'm not stressed. I just really want to understand, and I feel like I'm taking a shot in the dark, because my tools aren't working properly. So step one is get, your meter doesn't work and your plants are doing fine. Just roll with it and see what happens. I'm going to, that's what I did my first grow, you guys. I didn't check anything, but because I'm learning, you know, narrowing in on these things is going to help. So what I'm going to do is, after this live, I know this is a stupid question. How do you calibrate a TDS meter? There's not a 2-point calibration because it's not pH. I got this one off China, like super cheap, whatever. No instructions, nothing, so I do not know how to calibrate it. Does anyone know how to calibrate a TDS meter? I'm going to check it online, and I will figure that out. And then I'm just going to get myself the 7 solution. I'll show you guys what I'm working with now. I don't know what's up with, like, I don't know if it's like a China thing, but I bought the packets. Get a new meter. I will. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get myself a new TDS meter. I'm gonna get myself some better tools. Okay, recalibrate that one in the garbage. LOL. Yeah, no, this is so, it's from China. These are the, I don't know if I don't even know. I don't know how to tell if it's good, if it's bad. I don't even know what scale it is. Like, you guys, people were like, oh, is that a 500 or a 700? I'm like, China? Like, I don't know. I don't freaking know. Leave me alone. I'm gonna cry. But that's what I did with my first grow hash. I just rolled with it. Plants they didn't even look right. They were like yellow, and I was just so gung-ho that I could grow something that I was like, all right, cool. We'll leave it like this. So I'm not gonna panic because I didn't overdo it with the nutrients. Not only did I do half the recommended amount, but I did half the recommended amount for mild vegetative growth. China makes 90% of the devices anyway. Absolutely. That's why I don't think it's a TDS meter issue. I think it's the way I take care of it. But I'll show you guys. Here's the pH solution. I'm going to get the pH stuff and show you. What's up, Eddie? Good to see you. Cannabis, you make me want to say that with the accent. All right, so this is what I ordered. This is a package full of calibration solution. So you mix it with 250 mils of water, and it gives you your 4, your 7, or your, I mean, it also comes with 9. I don't know what I would use 9 for. All right, so look at this. It's supposed to be 4.01. And so I had more airflow, and then I think I burnt my plants with too much wind. So, but what's up, Shad? Thank you for joining. You can mix 0.25 grams of salt into 250 mils of water. Targets 1,000 ppm or 1 gram of 500 mil. Ah! Oh my gosh, that just, okay. No, hash, no. No. That just like, I'm gonna have to screenshot that and work through that one bit by bit later. You guys, I get very overwhelmed. I can't handle a lot of information, believe it or not. So this is the other one, 6.86. So for your 2-point calibration, that's why my pen is not accurate. If I had and I don't have distilled water. Otherwise, I would just use distilled as my 7, but I don't have distilled water. I have RO water. So I can't even check the pH of that. Well, I can with the drops, but it's not too much mathing, it's that it's too much to like just figure out right now. I gotta like sit down and work through it, and like work through it alone so that I don't look like a total idiot. We have that wind burn happen, our evergreen trees once that have been super hot and they did a flash cool down. Yeah, so I gotta be very, very careful. Come on, we know you're a chemist. Definitely not a chemist. Very hard to keep the right air, mist, light. Hats off to you. I mean, not hats off to me. I finished the tent tour. It's done. I showed you guys the grow tower. I showed you guys everything. So yeah, has anyone ever heard of 6.86 instead of 7 for a calibration solution? So odd. So odd. You should use RO distilled for the test. So I don't have distilled, I have RO, but like, what do I test the RO water with the drops to test the pH? And if it's 7, use that as my second calibration. So yeah, I don't really know how to, I just got to get the proper tools. So I'll get myself the 7.01 solution and the, well, I already have the 4, but I'll get a liquid version. And then I'll get myself a better TDS meter so that I don't have to play guesswork with this one. I'm going to make sure that whatever one I get has clear instructions or protocol on how to calibrate or store it or whatever. The water can't have any additional electrodes in it to properly calibrate. You mean calibrate? 4.01 and 7.01, right. That's yeah. Anyways, so these are incorrect. Well, the 4 is correct, but the 6.86 is incorrect. So I tried RO or distilled, both work. So, okay, so I have RO water right here, but didn't you guys say that the pH drops after a little while? Look at Vivo Suns, I think you're saying. The water can't have any additional electrodes in it to properly calibrate. What is RO water? Reverse osmosis water, DC's B's. So, anyways, all RO should be good enough. So what? Do the 2-point calibration, but with the 4.01 as the first point calibration, and then RO water as the second point. You're just calibrating. Why does it have to sit for a while? It doesn't have to sit. I'm just saying that this RO water was made yesterday and it's been sitting in the jug for a day. And didn't somebody say in the chat before that distilled water is a pH of 7, but then it slowly starts to drop as it's, I guess, stored in a vessel? I don't know how it works. So yeah, I don't know. I thought that RO, I mean, I could test the RO water on its own with the drops to see. But yeah, the whole idea is just to properly calibrate my pen so I could get an accurate pH reading. And then as for the TDS meter, I do not know. Then Hash said it drops, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either, Jay. Your guess is just as good as mine. And yeah, this is just not my wheelhouse. Make a gallon of fresh RO. Yeah, I can do that. Well, I mean, I just made it yesterday. It should be fine, but I'm just going to get myself the proper tools. Get a Blue Labs Guardian. It works fine. You know what, Grinding Retire? For the reviews I've read, it's not worth the money. I'd rather use drops. I'm not concerned about pH because I have an accurate way of figuring that out. But I need to figure out how to get this calibrated or get this reading accurate so that I'm not having issues. 0 ppm water for calibrating. See, I'm gonna have to just Google it. I've never, like, I got it like this in a box, like this, just here you go, in a box, that's it. So I do not know how to calibrate it. I do not know anything. So you guys are saying, yeah, you need this, you need that. Like, I don't even know physically. What do you leave it in the cup? What do you press on the thing? Like, layman. I need things in very layman terms. Always use 0 ppm water. My RO water is 4 ppm. So ChatGPT does not know, Jay. Maybe it does, but I don't even have a way of knowing if ChatGPT's answer is accurate or not. That's how far off I am. Don't take Chinese equipment without instructions. You know what? It's probably a TFP error. I probably misplaced. Oh my gosh. You guys, drops are fine for pH. You don't need a pen. Pens, honestly, when I read online, everyone says pens are garbage. Meters, pens, it's all garbage. It's all garbage because they depreciate. Drops are always accurate unless you're looking to monitor other things. So I'm not concerned about the pH at all. Like, I'm okay with using drops for the rest of my life. I'm cool. I have no issue. I don't need the tech. I don't care. I'm more of a manual person anyways, and a visual person that I don't like this. You press a button, how do you know if it's right or not? You know what I mean? So the drops is always a foolproof way. So I have that tool. I'm not concerned about that. But if my pH is correct, I also need to make sure that my EC and ppm are on point. And that, there's no drops for. Or is there? Like, that's how new I am. I'm like, are there drops for that kind of stuff? Or you guys. The tool is only garbage if you buy garbage tools. Well, it's like a car, right? Like, you can buy a beautiful brand new car, but if you have a leak in the transmission, the car, like, it's no bueno. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you can have the most expensive, best pH pen or meter, but if you have not calibrated or the probe is damaged, it doesn't matter. If you have Blue Lab, if you have Vivo Sun, like, I know you guys are trying to help, and I know this is what you guys use, so I'm not trying to, like, offend anybody at all. I'm just saying that, you know, a lot of these things are made to seem more convenient and easy, but there's a lot of room for error when you're relying on technology. ppm, TDS, and EC are testing conductivity. Right, so you need an actual tool to do that. He will seriously guide you through. Check it out. Green Tree Garden with Ribby Boy. Okay. Grinding Retire, thank you so much for that resource. I'm going to check it out for sure. Tool. What's up, G-Bay Genetics? Good to see you. You don't have 5 other tests to stuff like CAMG. My Blue Lab Guardian needs electrodes replaced every 6 months. I mean, I don't even know what that means. That sounds like a lot. Is that for like a commercial grow hash? How, like, you must use it a lot. They're looking for another sale. Yeah, it's all marketing gimmick. Oh my gosh, Bernie makes me laugh. Every time you say calibrate, I'm reading it as celebrate. And I'm like, why does Bernie keep wanting to celebrate? We get it. You want a drink, okay? Take a shot. Oh my gosh. That actually does sound fun, Brayden. Enjoy. The state of Maine allows 500 square foot canopy for medical marijuana cultivation. Cool. I wouldn't knock it till you try it, to be honest. The drops aren't super accurate with the pH pen. You can, so I've been using this pH pen. I don't know if you got, like, I mean, I know some of you guys just got here, but I've been using this pH pen for like 2 years. It's not that there's anything wrong with it. It's totally fine. I just don't have the calibration solution. But I check both just to make sure. Like, I would have thought that this was calibrated and fine until I verified with the drops, and then I realized, oh. So I'm not knocking it till I try it. I'm just very much about, like, people create things just to make money. And a lot of these things, it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The drops worked then, and I'm sure they work now, kind of thing. You can stay very close to where you want to be, down to 0.1 pH. True. Cannabis, that's one thing I do have to say, is the drops are like a bit of a wider range, right? So you don't know, you know that you're between 5.5 and 6, but you don't know where. I mean, you can kind of judge based on the shade of the color, and if you're an artiste like me and you pay attention to color, then you know. Sorry for my camera, by the way. I don't know what's going on. I feel like when I tilt it up sometimes. That doesn't happen so much. What's up, Doyle? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Bernie, poor Bernie. I'm just kidding, Bernie. You're helping me so much. Hash, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Cannabis, you guys are great. Thank you so much, man. I know I'm being a little biatch. I'm not trying to be. Spent 15 years in construction. There are tools that are worth it and tools that are not. You are the one that has to educate yourself and decide that is the quality. Exactly, DC's Bees. It's about, you know, critical thinking a little bit, and really just if you never calibrated it, then you haven't really been using it. Yeah, so I'm an avoidant person, right? I don't want to know if my pH is bad, so I just won't check it. And that's how I've been. So this is my 4th grow number 2 and grow number 3. So grow number 1, I didn't even check pH. I didn't even know what it was. I just knew people checked it for their swimming pools, and that was it. But when it came to my grow number 2 and grow number 3, I used the pH pen, but I didn't make a habit of it. It was the end of grow number 3 where every morning I started checking my pH to start to learn and really understand what that means and what the effects of pH swings can have on your plants. But up until then, I did not know that at all. So yeah, you know what, Cannabis, you're right. I haven't really been using it. I've been pretending to use it, and I use it the odd time, but what I haven't been doing is caring for it properly and storing it properly. You're supposed to have a little bit of cleaning solution in the lid, and then you just close it up. That way the probe can stay moist. I don't do that. Yeah, I got like garbage on my probe. It's freaking nasty from my like, honestly, I feel like I should just throw this in the garbage. I don't want to know. I just don't look. DC's Bees, that is who I am as a person. I am so avoidant. When things get tough, I just freaking take off. I'm out. Like, I don't got time for drama or stress. Screw this shit. So that's how I was very much with the garden. But now I've got all of you guys holding me accountable. And that's why I'm like forever indebted to you guys. Honestly, you guys, whether you help or you just watch, the fact that I know that there's people watching, my nature is like, I cannot give 2 shits if nobody's looking. But all of a sudden when people are looking, everything has to be perfect. And that's just the way I am. When no one's watching, everything's screwed up. But when everyone's watching, all of a sudden I start to care. So now I'm getting into the habit of just caring on a regular basis, which is it's pretty cool. To adjust less expensive TDS meters, you're going to use the shift or the on button. Okay. I thought you were going to say the shit button. I'm like, nope, there's no button like that. Plants take nutrients on a range, so you're good. Yeah, Jay, and I didn't add too much. I was very cautious, so I'm not going to lose sleep over this. Like, it's totally fine. The more expensive meters have a screw. So this is what I've got here. It's a POS, just like my POS shelf. You are fine. Thanks so much, Blooming Rose. I appreciate you. Did you actually shut down the live? What live? 500 square foot of canopy is better than a plant count. I don't have a pH pen. Good on you, Bernie. My pH meter looks gold. Oh, good in the box. It stays there until I have a problem. I lost over a year to a faulty pH meter, so I went to strips or pH balance feed. It's okay, Nat. You be you. You are growing as much as your garden does. It is awesome. Thanks so much for saying that, DC's Bees. I can really feel it. Even in life now, when I'm doing regular things, I'm actually taking more time, thinking things through, being more thorough. So I do feel proud about myself. Brayden, I do fine without worrying about VPD. Oh, you mean there's an on button? I dropped my pH pen long ago. TFP is an interesting creature. I am, you guys. I've thrown several meters at the wall. Well, Hash, if you have another one you want to throw at the wall, you can take this one. I will graciously donate it to you, and you could toss that one wherever you want. I no longer worry about VPD. So I don't know what to worry about and what not to worry about. There's so many variables. So I'm taking the approach of worry about everything until you decipher or determine for yourself what you can kind of pull back on and not worry about so much. If you can control temperature and humidity, set it and forget it. VPD is not important. Right. But because I'm learning, I'm paying attention to all these things. You know, one day I might need to pay attention to it. And even if I don't need to, at least I understand how it works and what causes it to fluctuate. I would think that the pH strips would be the most accurate, wouldn't they? I mean, I processed a return. I got these stupid pH strips. They said they were for hydroponics, and every time it says my pH is 6. Every time. So here I am on the live testing it, showing you guys how perfect my pH is. Meanwhile, the strips are messed up. Is your intake from outside or outside the tent? I forget what you said. So right outside the grow tent is, obviously this is in the basement, and there's a window, which in the past I had it open and I had my intake pulling in cold air. But the problem is, because it's winter, it's cold and dry air. And so yesterday Hash suggested to turn off my intake, so I did, and it significantly improved the environment in the grow tent. I was able to get my VPD to a good reading, or a better reading than it has been. But yeah, it's not outside. The intake is pulling from the basement, but within the basement I can get it really cold in there if I want to. I can open windows, there's a slider I can open, and do you have a HEPA filter on the intake? No. You need a hoodie or sweater during veg, it's way too cold. No, I'm like sweating right now, you guys. It is 80 degrees in here. It's hot. I bet you can't tap that red pH meter in half right now. Oh, I'm not gonna snap it in half. This cost me $68.99, okay? What's up, Tom? So good to see you. Never be sorry. We're just glad when you're here. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a great day. And also, Hash, it's for brand awareness, okay? You think I don't want to wear a t-shirt today? I'm freaking dying of heat. But then I look outside and it's like all snowing and stuff. And what about internal air intake? Yeah, so I have fans all around the grow tent. I have the intake fan. I have, if you understand your setup, girl, your plants will thrive. I'm trying to understand. It costs $68. It's worth about $6.80. That's why, like, all these things in the grow tent, I just worked straight with the manufacturer, because even though it takes more time and a little bit more effort, it's much cheaper. Brayden, you're looking at it. I am the CO2 bag, you guys. I don't know what's with my socks too. They're like pulled up so high. It's like yesterday, I don't know if I was standing in front of a fan the whole live, my hair was like, like what the heck? Sometimes I do these lives and I watch it back. I'm like, why are you like, why are you so weird? Bernie, you look like you need a partner battle buddy, maybe. LOL. You just need to keep growing, because what works for someone else might not work for you. Totally. I totally agree with that. The approach I'm trying to take is, let me learn everything and understand everything and factor in everything, even though it might not be necessary for my setup. Let me familiarize myself with it all, and then let me look at all the information that I have and think critically about what do I need to pay attention to and what is not important. And so it's kind of like a balance about, let me learn it all and then I'll take bits and pieces of what I think is necessary. I think you missed my comment. I probably did, or I just didn't like it. I'm just kidding. Love from a what? Why? What? Okay, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I just read one part of the sentence and I'm like, huh? This is a gardening channel. So grinding retired, I don't know what I missed, but maybe it's a good thing I missed it. I don't know. I read too fast. So, you just need to keep growing. Yep. She uses fresh air exchange. CO2 bags will not help her. You should be getting CO2 from your furnace for sure. What's up, Doc Leby? Thank you for the free coffee. I need some. Cheers, everybody. Keep going, keep growing, keep learning. That's the plan, DC's Bees. I'm so privileged that I get to learn and I get to grow. I switched to the modded account. That's what I was saying. Glad you're here, Tom. Hope you're having a great Sunday so far. You need a lot of light and a sealed environment for CO2. I use these one bags called the Exhale Home Grow CO2, and they do increase the growth. FA18's food. Oh, remember Pearl Harbor. Yes, I saw your comments. Yeah. Man, some people are just cooked. You know, yesterday I went and I Googled, I'm like, is cooked an old term or a new term? Because I've never heard cooked. I just know, like, doomed. Like, is that what the kids are calling it these days? I saw Bernie just came in on the other one to hit the leg again, honestly. My Sunday has been a blast so far. Nice. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay, good, DC's Bees. At least you know, one of us knows what he's talking about. All due respect, Grinding Retire. Sometimes I read things so fast and I'm like, I don't know, all I saw is, yeah. Your furnace is a giant CO2 generator. The furnace is literally like right here, right outside the grow tent. Hope your Sunday has been filled with positive vibes. It has been, because I'm hanging out with you guys. Honestly, I learn so much from you guys, and this is the kind of stuff that helps me get more comfortable, is getting uncomfortable. So it's if your plants are slightly less than praying for your VPD, if your plants are slightly less than praying, your VPD is probably on point. What do you mean praying? What's up, Neil? Good to see you. And yes, Sunday Fun Day in the Grow Tent. The 7th of December is when the day when the Japanese. Yes, I knew that. Yeah, so I know that. I know that. But he said something about F-18s or F something and being horny, and I'm like, wait, what? But it's just like my mind's in the gutter. So I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know if you're talking about planes or something else, but plants. Right? But no, yes, I can, yeah. Anyways, just stop talking. Plants perk up when they're growing properly. It's called praying. Oh, so that's what happens at night. Maybe it's too much light then. Maybe I have too much light because at night they are more like praying position, praying mantis. If they droop a lot, then it's usually not a good sign. They are drooping. So what do we do? What do we do? Do I have to turn down my lights? Yeah, they're not, some of them are, because some of them are younger. That's okay. Grinding Retire, no worries, man. You're dealing with me. Even if you explained it right, I still freaking would get it. So that one looks okay, but these ones, they don't look like they're praying at all. My light meter, I mean, it's the lowest I can get it right now. It's right there. My PPFD is, hang on, let me check. We can do a spectral reading right now because I have my actual proper device. This is just like my actual phone. Okay, see, my humidity, my temperature's dropped now. So my PPFD is 322, which, your plants are playing right now. What is your PPFD on your lights? You have to read that quick. You are on a phone. The plant's leaves look to be approaching the light. Okay, so I did the reading on the Pulse Pro, and I was reading that for this growth stage, the PPFD should be between 300 and 400 for this growth stage for 16 hours a day. So I do 16/8, 16 hours on of light at 322 PPFD, and the optimal DLI is between 13 and 14. So mine's at 13.9. I don't know if you guys can see this the right way. Oh my gosh, I need to wipe my phone screen. It's gross. But yeah, I don't know if that's backwards for you guys, but this is where I'm at, like right now, live in this moment. So it's 322 PPFD, and both sunk memorials. with a bunch of resting brothers at the bottom of the bay. She's using bar style sodium. I don't know what that is. They raise up at night in my tent, up to fruit, and I don't see any praying. Mirrored, easy to read. Yeah, so I don't know, but anyways, that's where I'm at now, and like I don't know. I Googled it. I made sure to check online just to make sure, is that where I should be at? Is that correct? And I think it's correct. You know, it's like there's something to be said about ignorance is bliss. I said this yesterday. My first grow, I didn't know anything I was doing, and I grew a bunch of shit, and I had no problem. And now all of a sudden, it's like I'm overthinking everything, and like, I'm so stressed out. I'm so stressed. I understand why you're, I understand why you're so stressed. Hydro's a lot. I use soil, cocoa, and droopy needs water normally. Yeah, there's a lot it could be, and the more that I learn about it, the more questions I'm left with. It's just, yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, Taproot Tom, what do you, so you said 250 ppfd at this stage? I can tell you're stressed. You need an Asian. Definitely don't need that cannabis. I'm good. That's not going to help me de-stress. If anything, I'd be like, can you hang on a second? I got to go check on my plants. That's literally the way I am. I get very, very stressed. Burnt my 2 larger plants because I was learning the light. The one that's doing the best was over 2 feet away. So the light is about, I would say, 2 feet away from the canopy. And I could get it lower, but I don't want to because I think it's fine. So 322 ppfd isn't that high though. So here's the thing, if I go, right, 400 is fine, but if I increase it too much, then the DLI goes to like 15, and that's outside of the range for DLI. Now, I don't know what DLI means, so I don't know, like, which one's more important? Do I follow DLI or ppfd? Like, I don't freaking know. What the F? I'm just so freaking stressed. Lots of commercial grows still use double-ended HPS. Think about it, plants grow outside. Is there a dimmer on the sun? I mean, the clouds, kind of, or a nice plane driving by, you know, or flying by. 322 at 16 hours seems fine considering feed isn't ideal. You want plants to grow to the light. Absolutely. Shade cloth is your only sun dimmer. It's okay, I have no idea what you were talking about, Nat. So we're talking about the intensity of the light, DC's bees, and based on the intensity of how much you turn the dial up, like the brightness, the intensity, or the distance, right? So it's about finding the proper intensity combined with distance in order to optimize the growth of your plants at a current growth stage. And so we're just discussing the best number to be at with this given growth stage. And so it's like, you know, you can play around with different things. You can move your lights higher and turn the intensity up. You can move them down and turn the intensity lower. Don't worry about DLI or PPFD until you get everything else in order. Okay, DLI doesn't matter. The plants will only take so much, then quit. Your intensity is okay. Okay, daily light integral. See, I can't even freaking read, let alone know what it is. We're gonna have a segment called Reading with TFP, and it's gonna be all aeroponics phonics. The way you use shade or plants have to grow outside. DLI's everything, LOL. Correct, you need to get a new ppm meter. Step 1. Step 1, new TDS meter. Step 2, calibration solution. Step 3, get rid of all the squirrels in the grow tent. You can run 24 hours, so whoever is worrying about DLI is wrong. My phone's gonna die. Oh, I should get my thermometer, my laser thermometer to see the leaf temperature. I have not checked that at all. Focus on one issue at a time, solve one, then move on to the next. Could it be that you are trying to address too many issues at one time? Not in this case. I've been really slow and careful with certain things. I think we're just like discussing, but I did one thing at a time, and then I started the plants, right? Like I made sure my PPFD was good. I thought my nutrients was okay, my water temperature. Like I'm trying to make sure everything is in order. And, but yeah, I think now it's just more of like a discussion or whatever. If her PPFD is fine, what will her DLI be? Step 4, drink a beer, right? Or have an edible. Go lay down because the other steps were too much work. Yeah, I can't though. The second I sit down and try to take a break, I'm like, wait, oh my God, I forgot this. I forgot that. And I'm just like a freaking, the plants will lay down when they're getting too much DLI. Actually, that could explain this. Look at what's happening here. That stem is touching the bucket and they're kind of like droopy a little bit. Does that mean it's too much DLI? Bernie made a comment yesterday about your leaves turning purple may not only be phosphorus deficiency, it could be something else. And like light intensity. Maybe my lights are too intense right now or are too close. The plants will lay down. Okay, exactly. Hash. I'm just asking. It seems you are dealing with multiple possible issues at once. Honestly, DC's bees, who the heck knows? I mean, you know what I'm going through. You're going through the same type of learning curve. Probably not as extreme as me because you're probably far more intelligent. But we'll get there, you guys. We'll get there. I have a laser thermometer and I use that to keep them happy. Okay, I have a laser thermometer. In fact, I have 2. PPFD is okay. You need your PPFD to be a certain number, but only if you are running a certain number of hours of light. That's a DLI. PPFD can be 400, but if you're running 24 hours of light, the plants are cooked way too much light temperature. So yeah, DLI is all that matters. Grinding retire. What? Anyways, I hope you have an awesome day grinding retire. Sounds like fun. That's because it's cold. Okay. You're wearing a hoodie. I'm wearing a hoodie and I'm freaking dying of heat. Let me show you guys. Right now it's 78. It's hot. It's hot in here. I'm going to start selling plant clothes like people who put clothes on their dogs. Oh my gosh, brilliant idea. Can you make me socks for my tomatoes? 100% I do the same thing. Beekeeping, that I thought my hives were doing real well. Then one morning I went from 18 colonies to 8. Don't let the hard lessons get to you. Just keep getting back up. Absolutely. I've overcome that. The last time that happened was when a lot of you guys actually joined was, I think it was this last July where I lost half of my garden. What is your watering timer? 10 seconds on every 3 minutes. I tried 10 seconds on every 3 minutes and 30, and things were getting a little crunchy. So I put it back to 3 minutes off, 10 seconds on. Yeah. DC's Bees, it was less than 6 months ago because that's when I started these lives. So it's officially been 6 months that I've been doing these lives. They're overwatered. So that's what I thought, but then I reduced the watering and it started to droop. So I could try 3 minutes, so I could do 10 seconds on, 3 minutes and 15 seconds off. So that's an additional 15 seconds for them to kind of dry back a little bit, the roots. So I'm gonna play around with it and see. But I'm going to wait before I do that because I just want to see the effects of the nutrients. I'm going to give it till tomorrow before I do that. That's the thing is like some of these things, how do you know what changes are time sensitive and what changes you should wait on so that you don't have further issues with your plants? Their leaves are drooping from abundance of water, not light. All right, so I'm going to reduce the watering a little bit now. We're going to try it because I do feel like you're right, Bernie. That's why I reduced the watering yesterday because I was like, holy crap, I don't want the roots. Like, I'm scared. I see the roots. They're still white, but I can see like any day now they might start to go yellow, and so it's tripping me out. Like yeah, It's a tough life, you guys. Just kidding. But there's a lot that goes into it. What's up, Barry Halls? I don't know if you were already here, but happy Sunday and congratulations! I'm so happy for you. Happy growing. That's so awesome. Your roots are soaking in unoxygenated water. It'll give an overwatering effect, aka purple, along with your hoodie. I'm going to guess the temperature is too cold for tomato, also purple effect. Okay, noted. Well, Hash, I took your advice on turning off the intake yesterday, and the temperature is much, much better. Check for root hair. You should see tiny little strands coming off the roots. You got to find a balance that doesn't hurt the root hairs too much. Good tip, Cannabis. Thank you. That is a thing I've noticed with gardening. Too much of something can look a lot like a little... Yes. Do the leaves feel puffy? That's another way to tell. Yeah, they could be phosphorus. I think it's water. It's not pH, because I've been checking my pH daily and my pH is on point, but it could be phosphorus, especially if I gave my stuff the wrong ratio like we talked about earlier, or watering frequency, because I'm seeing those spots on the leaves that I showed you happened on the tomatillo plant and I was watering them too much. So yeah, I think we got to decrease the watering and then see where that, like, give that a couple days and see where that leaves us. That's what we're gonna do. Let's go. But yeah, it's all a part of the learning, and you guys never have to apologize or anything or feel bad. Be honest. You know, obviously be kind and respectful, but if you have to take a harsh approach, that's okay too. I'm just here to learn, and I don't care how that is. I'm here to learn, and I'm sure you guys are here to learn too. If you did drop temps, would they change colors like cannabis? Too little oxygen in the water makes for a drowning plant, right? Yep. Beats me, DC's bees, but I'm sure you'll get like root rot and stuff. Make a foliar spray. It will help you in the long run. Okay. Yeah, I know with the GH nutrients, you can actually make it into a foliar spray and then you just use it like weekly or whatever. Again, that's something else that I'm not good at. It's already so... Here comes the bitching and complaining. It's already a lot of work managing as much as I'm managing, and now to add in a foliar spray routine. But yeah, I should all right. So anyways, I'm gonna reduce the watering slightly. It's a protective response. Okay, and if you start having a problem, it will keep your plants from getting too bad. What's 3785? 3785, yes. I don't know what that means. And then Bernie's like, correct. I'm like, oh, well, what the F are you guys talking about? Every growing season will be totally different than the previous one. It's all about learning. Yeah, this is the most unenjoyable one because I'm so freaking stressed out and the pressure is on. Okay, I don't know if you're the same person that comes on here every day, but I don't need help. Correct to you, exactly. It would seem decreasing your watering would help. However, it's only going to hurt you because you need the water recirculating for oxygen. Well, then I can reduce the on time, so I don't have to necessarily reduce the frequency. I can just reduce the on time, right? You know, ironically enough, DC's bees, the coffee makes me more anxious. I have issues with caffeine. All right, I'm coffee deprived at the, or I'm too hopped up on coffee. All right, so I had it 3 minutes on, sorry, 10 seconds on, 3 minutes off. I'm gonna take a shot, Blooming Rose. Thank you for that, tequila. I'm gonna do it 5 seconds. Yeah, good call, Bernie. Good call. All right, so we're gonna do it on 5 seconds. The only reason why I didn't like 5 seconds is sometimes it takes a couple of seconds for like the system to repressurize and the nozzles to effectively spray. So sometimes 5 seconds, based on the actual like system and the way it works, POS system. Everything's it's not me. Everything is a piece of crap. Not me. All right, let's try 5 seconds. Let's try. We'll do 7 seconds. 3 minutes off, because that'll give it 2 seconds to fire up. The amount of water doesn't matter. It actually does, because if I put it on for 5 seconds, it doesn't fully water. True aeroponics does not have 2 inches of water in the bottom like the Dutch buckets, right? What's up, Stang? Good to see you. Good job explaining how you work. I'm only here to root for Bernie's helmet, LOL. Yeah, we're going to do 7 seconds on, 3 minutes off, and we'll observe closely over the next couple of days, because this is my issue right here. I feel like we're going to have some kind of problem. Also, I learned from my flowers from my outdoor garden that if your leaves start to look like a deflated balloon, you're also overwatering. So cannabis, I can't with my system, because 5 to 10 minutes off, the water will get too stagnant. The water needs to continuously be flowing. Otherwise, I learned that, I don't know if it's the water or the nutrients, but something becomes something called anaerobic, where it just like, it doesn't work anymore, right? It's like very layman. I'm going to write a book, Aeroponics for Effing Idiots. Water needs to run to be oxygenated, right? So now I have that like really large air stone in my oh, anaerobic is for organics. I thought it was for everything. Now I have that really large air stone in my my bucket, so now it's like really bubbling and moving and grooving. And then I got my frozen jug in there, which I'm gonna have to switch out soon. Reducing the water will only cause more browning of the roots. So I didn't reduce the frequency, I just reduced the amount of time that it's watering. So rather than 10 seconds, it's gonna water for 7 seconds. I don't know what is wrong with this stupid camera. Have a wonderful weekend, Grinding Retired. Thanks for hanging out. Some of the roots are borderline right now, right? So, yeah, I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what to do. I'm so, like, there's nothing I can do. It's just the system, I think, right? Anaerobic is the lack of free oxygen, organic or not. That doesn't look like enough oxygen for that much water. I mean, I can add in a bunch of other air stones. It's not about that, but this is what we're talking about here. It's about the water that sits in here. That's the problem. This water sits here for 3 minutes, and unless the bucket is like propped up on an angle, now it's gonna drain. Now the water is moving. But if not, it just stays. If the water is level, then it just once it reaches that little spout here, it starts to drain. But yeah, like the roots are still okay. It's just I don't want them to get like brown, you know? Yeah, we talked about this a while back when I was arguing with Hash about how I don't need air stones, but clearly I was wrong. We talked about that like a month ago. Loyal to the soil. Are you still running H2O2 and air stones? Yeah, so I'm running H2O2 1 tablespoon per gallon, and air stones are in the main reservoir. And my water temperature, I mean, I should check it with a proper thermometer since my meters aren't effective right now. It's better to have more flow to replace the standing. Yeah. What about small plastic grate to hold the roots out of the water? Well, that's what the net pot's for, but they grow out of there. Your roots are suspended in air. They are, but the bottom is dipping in. So Bernie, I have my frozen water bottles that I swap out every like 4 hours. So the reservoir itself shouldn't be higher than 19 degrees Fahrenheit. There's like frozen jugs in there at all times. Yeah, that's the problem, Hash. You're right. The water's always going to sit in the bottom, and at the rate it returns to the reservoir, it's going to, yeah. So it's just, that's the problem, is I'm trying to like work with a system that's maybe not the best system. That's the challenge, I think, is like the type of system that I'm using. I should pick the brain of the company that I purchased it from. Like, what do they do? The water has to be recirculating all the time to keep it oxygenating unless you're going to add air stones. So, yeah, I mean, I could try adding... I mean, now that I don't have every single bucket filled, I wonder if there's a way to add air stones in each individual bucket. What stays in the bucket is at the mercy of your air in the tent. Are you sitting level and your basement will not be level? Does being level matter? I mean, I have no idea. But yeah, I'm just curious. But it's something, obviously the system is not ideal. That's the problem. Air temp is what I mean. Yeah, so I've been struggling with my air temperature just because it's so cold outside. I have the heat on in the house, but then, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing a million different changes at once, but it's fine. We're at 78 degrees right now and 60% humidity. Do you still keep the bucket system running 24/7? Yes. Yeah, it never goes off. It's running all the time. So if it's 78 in there, so is the water in the buckets. No, Tom, I've got a frozen water jug in the buckets that I swap out before it even has the chance to fully defrost. Because I don't have a water chiller, that's my makeshift water chiller. Your return's underwater, it can't produce oxygen that way. Right. Unless I keep the reservoir low, then the return is out of the water. The house basement will settle, and if it's not enough, maybe increasing the amount of water in the buckets before they drain. The individual buckets is what I mean. Yeah, the individual buckets is what the problem is. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the water is in each individual bucket. It feels room temperature, so it's obviously too warm. Greetings from 32,000 feet, headed to our secret destination. Where are you going, Bowtie? Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a great day so far. Where are you flying to, Bowtie? So yeah, we have a lot of things that we still have to figure out in the grow tent and optimize, but I'm going to try to not overwhelm myself. If I just kind of reflect back where I was last year, the fact that I'm even able to hold a conversation about the topics at hand is like, it blows my mind. Like I never thought I would learn this much. So even though I'm not even close to where I need to be or where I'd like to be, I'm really getting closer and closer. If your water is continuously flowing, it will oxygenate each bucket. Yeah, it's not. That's the problem. So, yeah. What's up, Semper? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are all having a great weekend. Hope you guys get to wind down, chill, relax a little bit. I have not. I've been pretty stressed, only because I left myself a couple days in the week to kind of really pay attention to things and sort through a routine for the grow tent type of deal. And then my whole streaming issues that I've been having with YouTube really threw me off. And it took up a lot of my time to try to resolve. And so I've been like working all weekend on different things. I haven't had enough time to just chill. Let me see the return. You got it, Bernie. Anything for you. The return right now is underwater because I filled the buckets, but in a couple days it'll be below, the water line will be lower than the return. Have a wonderful day, Tom. You will find out secret destination after Gardener Scott's live tomorrow. I have a bow tie pop-up right during your tent time. I'm sorry. No worries, bow tie. Who knows if I'll even have a live tomorrow. I've been having some crazy technical difficulties. I didn't even think today's live was going to work. Like, I was on and I accepted the fact that it wasn't working, and then you guys just popped on the chat out of nowhere, and I was like, what? There should be no water in the bottom of the buckets. I don't know how to... Yeah, unless I tilt the buckets, like actually tilt them on the frame. At first I thought I can like adjust this somehow, but yeah, I don't know. Do the individual buckets have a drain on the bottom? Yeah, so I'll show you guys from the other side here. This bucket is not connected, so I can show you exactly how it works. This is the center column. This is the drain from each bucket. The bucket drain has to align with the hole. And then when you're looking inside the bucket, after I drop it and mess it all up, this is the drain. So, oops, hang on. So right here, when the buckets reach about an inch of water, like up to here, then it starts to drain. But if it's lower, it won't drain. So the water just sits. I don't like those drains. Should be in the center in a tube, in my opinion. The problem is, DC's Bees, is they're all connected by this center column, right? And then this feeds back to the return. So that return pipe is all the water that's overflowing from the buckets. But yeah, it is swamp water. That's exactly what it is, right? So this is just what happens in the bucket stays in the bucket, right? Always gonna have stagnant water. So the thing is, I need to get like which it's definitely like now that I'm what an idiot. What a idiot. Excuse my language. I just almost broke my eggplant plant. Where's a flight attendant when I need a drink? The return then gets pumped back into the sprayers. Correct. So there's water circulating, just not enough, and the water that's in the bottom of the buckets is just too stagnant. And so I could get some type of like larger air pump, and then I could kind of do what I did with the grow tower, where like in the foam collar, I'll put just the vinyl tubing like in here, and I'll like feed it through the top, so I can have like an air stone like sitting right here with the what is it called, the connector valve, this thing, so I can have more than one tube or whatever per pump. And then I have like one pump for this side, one pump for that side. So here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants, right? So I'd have 5 air stones on one pump for this side, and then I would do the same for the other side. So maybe it's something I can consider. You have oxygen bee roots. Your roots are suspended in air. Your plants are doing fine. The thing is, Blooming Rose, they're not. They're suspended in air, but they're dipping in water. You can raise the Dutch buckets by laying something like a 2x8 under them. You could tilt. I could raise the Dutch buckets by laying something like a 2x8 under them, and you could tilt the rain gutter. The problem is the system isn't designed to be slanted, so it won't align with the holes. The system is designed to be level. It's just a flawed system. Or you can take 90 off the return. I can't, because then it'll just fall on the floor. This system didn't even come with a reservoir, you guys. I had to take a garbage can and a hole saw so that I could make this hole here to put the return. So much growth happening in here. Oh yeah, Bowtie, you haven't seen our new grow really. Check it out. We got grow tower full of good stuffs. And we've got some beautiful tomatoes, eggplant, cucumber, some peppers. We've got a lot of new stuff growing, but I'm just feeling not discouraged, just I gotta think this through, you know? Gotta think this through. Get my coffee, catch up on some chat. The top little roots are oxygen roots. Yes. The issue is the system. It is what it is. Ugh, I hate that though. I'm like, I can't accept that because I need to have a perfect grow. And I'm so stubborn. I don't want to change anything. So I can't accept that. No, I know I'm starting to understand why it's the system. There are probably ways to rig it up or things that you can do, but I just don't understand how these people, like this manufacturer, they have a whole facility and they run like a freaking business operating these bateau buckets, and like they sell the food. So I just, like, how do they do it? And why aren't they having problems, you know? What's going on? Can you just drill holes in the bottom and connect a pipe that returns the swamp water? Yes, absolutely. I think that's what Jay suggested, right? Like attach vinyl tubing to the drain of each bucket versus using the center column as the return, right? If I'm not mistaken, Jay, I think that's what you suggested in the comment on one of my lives. Change the angle of the bucket, set a block under the feet. So yeah, honestly, those plants produce different roots, so them sitting in that water isn't a huge deal. Cannabis, you wouldn't think it's a huge deal until you saw my previous roots. They were so bad, and I got crazy root rot, and that could have been the source of the root rot. That could have been the start. Got to make sure you're leaving it off for longer, though, because of that setup, so that yeah, so it's a fine balance. It's because the system is flawed, and I feel like I'm not qualified to say that yet, but as I'm learning, I'm starting to understand, like, this isn't a me thing, it's a system physics thing, right? Physics, chemistry, physics, both, but it's more physics, like the movement of the water. It's not designed for the water to flow correctly to optimize the health of the roots and the plants. You would almost have to change the set of each bucket. Yeah, it might not take much at all. I just need to think it through. TFP, you're smart, you can fix the system. Hey Bernie, I wouldn't go that far. I'm not smart, I'm just not stupid. I've been absent this past week getting ready for the trip. That's awesome. It's going to be a great show. I'm so excited for you, Bowtie. Hope you have an awesome trip and a safe flight, safe travels. Have you tried to search YouTube for people with similar systems? Barry Halls, I'm so not a researcher. I haven't. I just become avoidant when things get too tough that I don't want to research it, because then I'm going to think that I'm doing even more things wrong, and then it's going to be like it's going to be a whole thing, you guys. That's just too much work. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I've given all the advice that will fix this problem. Now I will hit the bong and read. Honestly, Hash, thank you so much. You've helped me realize that this is the problem. And yeah, honestly, I mean, I thank all of you in the chat. You guys have all helped me in so many more ways than one. But Hash, I mean, you've really taught me so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I still, what do you do for a living and who are you? It's minus 57 outside. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's freaking cold, Bowtie. And yeah, that's a great idea. With organics, it's definitely a bigger problem. I see your center column return as your issue in that problem, but I don't know much. No, you're 100% right, DC's Bees. If the center column were tilted, the water would be forced to return without the level of each individual bucket filling. And then it would automatically drain the water in the buckets. So it's definitely the design. You had organic slime. Yes, yes I did. Thank you for pointing that out. Have a wonderful day, Bowtie. Yes, you are not. If you were not smart, you wouldn't be growing this way. Oh, thanks for saying that, DC's Bees. A lot of people would beg to differ. A lot of people hate the way I grow. You just need Hash to fly out really quick. No, I'd be the one doing the volunteer work. Hash would be operating the tent. Which says a lot, because I wouldn't let anybody in the grow tent. These buckets were designed for vermiculite and top feed. Freaking Chinese. No, I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. Someone had the bright idea to make them aeroponics. It's like, watch it have been my idea. Can I have these buckets, but can you make them with misters? Honestly, if I look back at the correspondence, that could be the case. Think you need to make the system of tubes that sit in a swamp. Oh my gosh, do you want the buckets to drain back to the reservoir sooner? I don't need them to drain back to the res sooner. I need the water to, like, I don't know how to describe it. I need the buckets to be tilted so that any new water is consistently being depleted. But then I also need the center column to be tilted to, like, force the water to move in a specific direction at a specific velocity or rate of time or whatever the heck the word is. I guess velocity, right? Or is velocity for solids? I don't know. Whatever. I'll just stop talking. Round peg, square hole. You mean square peg, round hole? No, it's a TFP. It's a TFP problem. Would an elbow connection work? From where to where? Layman terms, you guys. You gotta spell it out for me. That's how I am. But that's okay. Anyways, guys, I got to sign off. Feed my dog. The system is flawed. That's why I'm telling you how to fix it. Okay, well, the next grow, we're going to fix it. I'm going to figure out a way to slant the buckets and slant the center column. That's really, your buckets would still be level if you raise them all up a few inches. Huh. We're going to try, you know what? The next reset, we're going to rig up the system and see if we can fix it. We'll do it with one system and see how it works. I feel like I understand what you're saying, Hash, but Blooming Rose, you know what? I know you're looking out for me, so I know you mean like stop stressing for my own mental health, but it's a good thing. Like, this is good stress. I'm privileged. Learning is a privilege. Being able to learn something new and explore a world that you've never explored is a privilege. And so I'm happy that I'm stressing about this. This is a good problem to have. This means that I'm learning and that we're gonna get that much better. And so yeah, I'm just excited. So no, I will not stop stressing. I will always be a stress monster. That's just who I am. And honestly, I kind of like it that way. I work better when I'm stressed. Might not be enjoyable for you guys, because you guys are like, geez, this girl needs to chill. But my answer to that is never. Thanks, Bernie. Appreciate you. Can we just pay for Hash to come fix it? Yeah, hashtag GoFundMe. TFP locked in today for real. She's not getting overwhelmed. No, you know what? Knowledge is power, and now because I possess the knowledge now I know what I put in that res yesterday. Even though it took me a minute to figure it out, I know what I put in there, and that's why I'm not stressing. Because knowledge is power. If you have an understanding of what you're doing, then you know how to act accordingly. And so that's why I'm not stressed. I'm stressed in the sense of like, okay, I need to make sure that every growth stage is perfect. I need my plants to look flawless every single day because, you know, I have an audience. I gotta give the people what they want. But I think people like watching me screw up. This is why I grow in buckets and an ice chest. Actually, Bernie, I was gonna say, you said that you like created a system. I don't know, you posted something the other day, or maybe it was in the Discord chat, and I'm like, is that a cooler? Like an ice cooler? Like a beer cooler or whatever it's called? A cooler? It's just a cooler, Natalie. Don't overcomplicate it. You have different sections. You could try different solutions. Yes, that way you find one that works for you. Exactly, DC's Bees. She just has a good poker face. No, you guys will know when I'm stressed and no one's allowed in my tent. She's gonna have to fix it by herself. Yes, you got that, Hash, but I'll do it with your help, hopefully. Maybe you'll still be here. She runs on stress and blames the coffee. The fixed Nats donation pool, LOL. That's hilarious. Determination, not stress. That's a thing. Yeah, keep my roots and my beer cold. Honestly, Bernie, I'm gonna make you a Bernie 420 slap that says that. I like that. That's a great slogan for your channel. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, for helping me. Yeah, if my eye starts twitching, it's because I'm holding back tears. You'll know when I'm stressed. The first time I had the Airstone conversation with argument or debate with Hash, I actually started to cry on the live. Yes, Hash, you made me cry. Well, no, you didn't make me cry. I made myself cry because I get overwhelmed. But yeah, like I said, you'll know when I'm stressed. I will cry on the live. It's happened many times before. And like I said, I'm like, you've got about 2 weeks before root rot. Well, I can't fix the system now. Yeah, what the heck? Now you're going to make me cry all over again. Can we get that in a short? No. Anyways, yeah, I'm only speaking facts because if I don't, the plants are going to die. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. I can't rig up the system right now because I'm mid-grow and because we're dealing with me here. I make messes, I'm uncoordinated, and I do not trust myself to execute what you are suggesting right now in the middle of a grow. But next grow, I will do it. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna do it. But yeah, you guys will know when I'm stressed. I totally cry. I've cried many times on these lives when I get overwhelmed and stressed out, and it's about to happen now, so I gotta go. I'm just kidding. No, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Everything's good. We've got a garden. We're gonna learn. I mean, I didn't die and I ate my stuff that had root rot, so what's another grow with root rot? You know what I'm saying? Yes. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Honestly, for those of you that are just like giving me advice, helping, locked in, here every day, commenting, engaging, motivating, inspiring, learning, teaching, whatever the heck it is, like you guys, I love this community. I love you guys. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much for all the help. Thank you for everything. My garden wouldn't be existent. Well, it would be. Just a crappy garden. So that being said, happy Sunday, everybody. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Monday, a new week. Have a wonderful day, everybody. And thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And thank you for saying that, DC's Bees. Appreciate you. And thank you, Cannabis. Thank you, all of you. You guys are the best. Peace. Oh, don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. Can we make it to 69 likes? I am Hasholio. I like fixing gardens and smoking weed. What else do you want to know? Oh, okay. Is this a little Q&A? Are you Canadian? That's what I want to know. Are you Canadian? I want to send you some stuff to say thank you. All right, guys. Yeah, no tears, Taz. No tears today. It's my birthday month. It's my birthday and I'll cry if I want to. All right, guys. I'll just go away. Yeah. No more Hasholio. Oh, more Hasholio for my bolio. Yeah. I just watched the episode recently where they put like nachos into a slushy machine. I'm like, they're onto something. Anyways, peace, everybody. Have a good one.